Welcome back to 5-Minute Canvas, where we look at tips, tricks, and techniques for building a Canvas course. In this episode, we're going to example table creation. Tables have a lot of value within a Canvas course. They can be used to organize and present content to students. They can be used to arrange information on a page in a particular layout. And they can even be used on assignments for students to fill out information. So it's important to understand their use. There's so many options and so many ways you could use tables that really we can't cover everything in one video. So we'll explore tables in future videos as well. Let's go ahead and just focus on creating a table today. There are two ways to create a table in here. One is to go to the table menu itself, where you see that I have options for table, cell, row, column, table properties, and delete table, with some sub-menus with additional options for some of them. I can also go to the ribbon and find the table option in the ribbon, where I see the exact same menu available. So it really doesn't matter which method you use whatever you're comfortable with. I'm going to go ahead and create a table by accessing the table option and going to this grid. There's a 10 by 10 grid here, and this sets up the starting number of rows and columns for your table. You are not limited to a 10 by 10 table. That's just what it allows you to do at the start. You can always add more rows and columns as you go. I'm going to make a 3 by 1, which means I'm going to have 3 columns in 1 row. And there we go. We see that I have a table set up. Now, when I have a table set up, I can control a few things from here. You can see that I've got a menu here that allows me to access the properties, delete the table, or I can add or subtract rows or columns. I can also change the height and width by dragging this box around, and you see that near my cursor is the width and height value of the table if I were to let go. I've got a table set up here, so let's go ahead and just kind of move that a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and type some content here. So type content here. Within a table, you can do anything you can do outside of the table. For the most part, you're just confined by the borders of the table. So if I type some content here and I highlight it, I can bold it, I can change the color, and I can even center the table or center the content within that particular cell. So understand that the table is more about arranging information. It doesn't really change how you put the information in. If I click on this, I'm going to show you the table properties next. So I'm going to click on this and click on the table properties button that's available here. I can also, when my table is selected, go up to the menu and choose table properties. You'll see here that I have a width of 56 point blah 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 percentage and 169 pixels height. So I can use percentage or pixels to control exact height. If I want to set this back, I can set 100% for the width and a height of 150 pixels, and I'm going to get a table that looks about like this. If I go back in, I can control the cell spacing and cell padding. Cell spacing and cell padding refer to the actual white space that's between the cell borders as well as between the borders and the content themselves. So this can get a little tricky to work with. I'm not going to focus on them within this video, but understand that they are there for anybody who's experienced with building tables on HTML. Now, in border width, I can also set this to make a thicker border. I can change the alignment of the text within the table itself. And then if I go to the advanced tabs, I can control the border color and background color. So if I want to choose, say, an orange border color, and I want to set kind of a light gray for the background, I can do that. I can also control the border style. So for example, if I used a dashed border style, we see that in the end I get this as an outcome. So there's a lot you can do to control the look of the table. If you have any experience with Google Sheets or Excel, you'll find some additional options here that are useful to be aware of. So for example, I can add rows here, and in doing this, I can go into the table options. I can add row and cell properties. I can even merge cells together to make more dynamic tables. We'll explore those in a future video as well. Now that you've seen how to set up a table, think about where you might be able to use one in your own course and give it a try. Check out some of the properties to see how you can make that style fit your own. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all of our content here at Myth Badger Videos.